Hey, how's it going? My name is Christopher, and just as promised, today I am giving you my best 4 books about finance that help me improve and have helped me improve a lot and are still helping me improve, right? And so I believe they can do the same for you if you read and use them correctly. Because not only will they teach about finance, but they'll also challenge you to take the steps that are aligning with your improvement. I was someone who didn't know how to read and use books because I didn't see the value of reading books, right? Because I would read a book and still grasp nothing. But I came to learn how to read books and use them by mistake. So we were having a mentorship program about finance, and so our mentor was sending us materials. That was last year. Because if you're in a program, you want to get the knowledge so bad, you have to try as hard to do something you've never done before. You want to ask questions and you also want to answer questions. That's how I learned how to read books. Now let's get back to business. So the first book on the list is something that will shape your mindset, because see, if you are wanting to win in some area, you've got to have a mindset of somebody who's already winning. For example, you cannot aspire to be an A+ student with a C student mindset. There has to be a difference. And so the first book on the list is The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Now, Eker in this book just tries as hard to help you eliminate the beliefs that poor people have. Beliefs like money is the roots of all evil, I can't have it all. And so T. Harv is just trying to help you eliminate all that and prepare for a mindset that allows you to be in abundance, because the difference between poor and rich is the mindset. He also helps you by giving you the qualities that each and every millionaire has, which he calls the 17 wealth vows. That's about the first book, just basically trying to build your mindset. The second book on the list is The Parable of the Pipeline. Now, since you already built a mindset, you have to focus on what do I focus on. So in this book, it talks about prioritizing, focusing on building systems. So there's an example in the book where Pablo and Bruno noticed there was a problem in the village with water. So there was scarcity of water. Then they used this as an opportunity to make money. So they would transport water from the source at a distance and bring into their community, then trade the water in buckets around the community. That's how they made money. But Bruno understood one concept, that you have to build systems. So instead of trading time and energy, he started working on building a system that can make him money while he's not physically there. Bruno was building a system. Now, eventually he was done building his system, a pipeline that allows water to flow from the source to the community. Pablo was out of business because people could no longer wait for somebody to go and fetch water when they already have the water in the community. Now, that allowed also something positive for Bruno, because he could no longer be there physically for him to make money. He could no longer trade his energy carrying buckets for him to make money. And it also allowed him to make extra money because you can be sleeping and people are fetching water. So the third book on the list is Rich Dad's Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Now, this book only focuses on the categories that each individual falls under. Now, like it or not, you fall under any of these categories either by being there or by mindset. So the first category is E for employee, then S for self-employed, then B for business. The last one is I for investor. So Robert mentions it is impossible for you to become wealthy if you are in E or in the S category, because you are trading time for money. In the previous example, Bruno was in the B because he didn't have to be present for him to make money. But Pablo was in the S because he had to be present. Think about this. If Pablo skips a day, he won't make money because he's trading time and energy for money. And the fourth book on the list is The Millionaire Fast Lane, which just tries to help you eliminate the limiting beliefs, right? Just because it took somebody 10 years to build something doesn't always mean it will take you 10 years. And so that's something this book addresses. For example, if you are traveling from Zambia to South Africa, you can use a bus, you can go on foot, or you can use a plane. Now, using a plane is kind of faster than every other means, right? So that's the main essence of the fast lane. Then using the bus is what we can call the slow lane. Then going on foot is what we can call the sidewalk. So it is important to note that if you are in the sidewalk, you are leading to poverty. Then if you are in the slow lane, you are leading to mediocrity. Then the fast lane is what leads to wealth. And what differentiates these people in these categories is just the mindset. For example, when it comes to the sidewalk, about earning, just earn what you can earn. In the slow lane, about earning, go to university, get a job that can pay you a lot, then save some money for a number of years. And I also proved that it is impossible for you to get rich like that in my previous videos. If you haven't watched it yet, you can check it out. In the fast lane, money is as a result of how much value you create. So you have to work on becoming more valuable or creating more value. And also in the sidewalk, the goal is to look rich, spend as much money just on looking rich. In the slow lane, so you have to live below your means. Then in the fast lane, live below your means, but also try as hard to expand those means. In the fast lane, you need to have goals as a person, and which is why this book comes into place, because it talks about how to set and achieve your goals. In the fast lane, you need to have a fast lane business, which means your business should have magnitude and scale. So if you want me to explain more about scale and magnitude, please comment below. I can tailor a video about that. And if you don't have these books, I can send you the books. Just email me, send me an email. I will send you the books. So 3 things right now. If you don't know how to read books, use books, or make something out of books, comment below. I can create a video for you. If you want me to explain about scale and magnitude, comment below. If you want the books, send me an email. So this is all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So till then, get financially right.